that he is one first down potentially away from winning his first ever Madden championship.
No panic from Pavin, 1st and 10. Oh, Barry! Barry, do it for Detroit! Galloping Barry Sanders, 10, and he'll fall down at the 5, and JWALL is your $150,000 Madden NFL 21 club champion.
Are you guys tired of spending your hard-earned money just to get terrible pack odds? Well, look no further. Visit my sponsor EasyMut.com for the fastest, cheapest, and most reliable Madden 21 coins. Use code JTibbs for 5% off your purchase. YouTube, what is going on? JTibbs back with another video. So in today's video, we're going to be covering the Madden 21 Club Championship winner, JWALL, and it's not really what you think, because I've already done a video before if you guys haven't checked that out. It's going to be a very underrated aspect of his offensive game that won him this championship. However, before we get into that, let's go over last video's roast of the day. Here it is on screen. He says, "You look like Bobby Hill, King of the Hill head ass." Yeah, well, you think that's funny? Because it's not Bobby Hill. I got longer hair, I got prettier dimples, and I'm stronger. Let's get into today's roast of the day, guys. Again, if you want a chance to be featured in a video like this, you leave a comment like this knucklehead. Okay, let's go ahead, get the roast of the day in. All right, guys, I'm sitting back with my nice haircut. Alright guys, that's it for today's roast of the day, man. Leave your funniest roast down below. I will pick one winner if it's funny enough, maybe 2 or 3, like I did the previous video. And you guys will be featured in a future video. Now, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure to also subscribe if you're new, man. We just hit 10,800 subs. Road to 11K. Almost there, man. We're going to get there a lot sooner than I thought we would. Today's word of the day is going to be champion, because JWALL is officially a belt winner, a champion, and $150,000 richer. We're going to be getting into why JWALL was so dominant on offense, and this right here solidified his status as a belt winner. There's usually little things you got to do to win a belt. You got to freestyle, you got to have something hidden. Well, JWALL showed and displayed and showcased that one thing he's been working on all year with the TNC crew. I think all of them pretty much do it on these type of plays, and it's very deadly. Alright guys, so here we are in practice mode. Now, we're going to be using a fast running back for this. As you saw in the intro clip, this is going to be the little stop and go stutter run. Now I'm going to teach you how to, kind of stop and go to that extent, but also how to read the holes when running. Now, as you saw, JWALL is in the Las Vegas Raiders offensive playbook, and he would go to this play, the formation trips tight end, and go to the play inside zone. Now, preferably, it helps if you have a fast running back with good excel and good change of direction. So I just went with the best running back with change of direction, and that is Dalvin Cook. Change of direction, aka COD, is very deadly this year. Not many people know that. So you guys need to understand that this type of stat can make or break sometimes you running the ball correctly. So we're going to go to inside zone, and we're going to go to a defense out of this. Let's just go to a random nickel 245 double A gap D. Actually, we're going to go to nickel normal. So as you guys see, we're just going to go with a random defense. Now, what I love about this is this run play is very easy to digress. Now, what I do is I always like to double team that D tackle to the side I want to go to. So with that stop and go, they were always looking to bounce to the outside unless the middle's wide open. So in order to do the stop and go, once you snap the ball, I like to pull back on the stick, like jolt a little bit to where my player is, standing pretty still. It cuts off that auto run feature that they have. Because if I were to snap the ball, he's going to auto run for me. And basically, you could do that all game. The CPU does a very good job running the ball, but I'd much rather have control. So what I'm going to do, again, is double team him. The moment I snap that ball, I'm going to cut that off. And then when I see an opening, I'm going to jolt one way and then hold R trigger, the back R trigger, as you guys can see right there. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and stop right there. And then we're going to do that. And boom. That's kind of how I like to address that. Now, you want to try and get outside on this. So what JWALL would do is he would love to motion and utilize these motions just because he would have an extra blocker. So again, snap it and then get to the outside. So right there, our blocker didn't do too good of a job. He went downfield to block. But again, you guys are going to notice with this type of style, you're going to have a lot of open running room. So again, right there, and we're reading the holes. and we're picking them for an easy game. Now again, you can do this really out of any formation. The reason why it's so good out of trips tight end is because the bunch tight end inside zone is a little bit more compact, so it's a little bit harder. You don't have as much room, but trips tight end is spread out. So again, we're just going to go against a random formation. Very, very easy type style. Let me get on a D lineman. And as you guys see, I always like to double team that D tackle over the right side, but what I'll do is if I see a 3-4 defense or them in a 3-3-5 wide, I'll double team that outside guy. So as you guys see right there, we're going to go ahead and jolt to the outside, and that was a really bad stick by me. I wasn't as sticky, but you want to be very sensitive on that right bumper. Again, as you guys see right there, I'm going to go ahead and kind of slow to the outside, and boom. So it's very easy to go ahead and do because you can get the defense to commit. And as you guys are going to see right here, I'm going to get the defense to commit, and I'm going to pick up that block, and I'm going to pick up a very, very easy game with Dalvin Cook. So let me go into instant replay and show you guys why this works so well. Now, the reason JWALL was having so much success with this run play is because, boom, the moment you see I take that ball and I stop the auto drop back, I'm standing there. As you see, the defenders are pursuing, which allows me to get stickier. Now, my tight end does something very smart. He sheds right there because he knows I'm faster than Kendricks, and I can get to the outside. So as you see, the moment I snap that ball, I won't, I'll play it in fruition right here so you can kind of see in live action. You see I'm cutting off that auto drop back. So you see how Dalvin Cook wants to immediately shoot up that gap? Well, I'm cutting it off. As you guys see, boom. I'm standing right here, I'm chilling, I'm looking at my blocks, and notice that the outside is going to be wide open. Now, if I try to cut it up the middle, cool, but you see Kendrick shed, so I'm able to go to the outside, read my blocks, swerve, and then pick up a very, very nice gain. So this is what JWALL would do a lot of the times. He would notice Pavon's user, and he would notice if he was going to go to the outside or if he was committing middle. 9 times out of 10, he would commit middle, so he'd go to the outside. But as you saw in that intro clip on the game-sealing tying run, Pavon actually messed up his user and went a little bit to the outside, to where JWALL was able to scramble up, just run a regular run play, get Pavon overthinking, and seal that $150,000. And more importantly, the belt. As you see, I'm going to go ahead and jolt him, just chill, and then go to the outside. And then go to the outside and try and stop and go. That was a really crappy stop and go. Now, the key with the stop and go is to be as back bumper sensitive as possible. What I mean by that is you don't want to, play with it too much. And you want to kind of just, let your stick work do the work, if that makes sense. You don't want to play with it too much because what these TNC boys have mastered is you can go ahead and with this stop and go really get jolty with these change of direction players. That's why you saw Barry Sanders absolutely going insane. And I'm able to go ahead, and as you see, I almost get that block right there. Kendricks makes a nice tackle. I'm able to go ahead and really read the defense. So if I notice the middle is wide open, I can go ahead and jolt it up the middle for a nice 4 to 5 yard gain. The reason I'm showing you guys this, and the reason why I think this is the reason JWALL and those TNC boys are so freaking good, is because I can go ahead and really, especially if I have an ability on my running back, which not many people do have because you can get sticky nonetheless, but still, I can go ahead and really just, have pocket presence, if that makes sense. Again, right there, my tight end doesn't get that block. If I stop and go, I can probably do that. But as you guys see, it's a very underrated aspect in the game. I'm able to go ahead and stop and go like that and get the defender to take really bad pursuit angles. If they don't click on, which a lot of people don't like to, they'll click on and click off, that CPU defender is going to go with his base adjust, ratings, that kind of thing. So as you guys see, if I really want to, I can go stop and go, and I can really just play with the defense all day. Obviously, I don't want to do that too much because, again, I'm going to go ahead and tire my guys out, and it's not going to be good for me. Obviously, you don't want to do that in the game. But as you see how long I can prolong a play? That's basically what JWALL was doing with this run. He was able to go ahead and stop and go just like that. You see how the defender kind of stopped? And I'm going to go into instant replay and actually show you guys this because that's what that stop and go will do. It will mess with the CPU, and it's very easy to do this here as well. But the few, like JWALL, Fancy, Decroft, all those TNC guys have mastered it to their advantage, and JWALL used it to secure that belt. So let me go into instant replay. I just want to show you how this defender reacts. All right, so as you guys see, we're stopping and going. We're jolting. We're being, sticky, if that makes sense. As you guys see right there, I'm able to stop and go. So when I stop right here, that pursuit angle, you see how the defender's pursuit angle changes to where he breaks down to tackle? Right there, I know I got him. And that's Kendall Fuller. He's not slow at all. So I'm able to go ahead and stop, defender isn't going to get me because I'm faster than him. So Bostic, you have no shot. But as you see, the moment I stop right there, you see the moment I stop, you see how he breaks down for a tackle? Let me zoom in real quick just so you guys can see who aren't really, noticing it. The moment I stop, he breaks down for a tackle. That is where he messes up. Because, again, a user's going to... Oh, sorry, that's Ronald Darby. But, again, you're going to notice the user is probably going to go for a better pursuit angle, but it's very hard to make open field tackles, so a lot of people will click off. As you see, that's a really bad pursuit angle. I'm able to get around that corner and make the defender obviously miss very, very easily. So this is what JWALL was using. Not only to his advantage, but to his benefit as well in his offense. And his offense is already hard to stop. So that's why I think he's literally the best player in the world correctly right now. Obviously, he has a belt to prove it. I can't see him losing too much throughout the year. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smack a thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below today's roast and also today's word of the day, which is champion. Guys, I appreciate you checking out today's video. Can we get this to 100 likes, please? Let's go ahead and smack a thumbs up on it. Guys, I'm signing off, and as always, peace.